Hi, this is Mark Schwanz here, and I have Dana here, Dana Sterling, an instructional coach at Mark Twain, and we got Mr. Edward Espino. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Good. And we're just doing a recording of our little mini workshop, and by mini, I mean M-I-N-I, tiny. So we're going to just look at a couple ways to share a read aloud on Flipgrid. So I got to thinking about this, and I thought, I've used Flipgrid for a number of years, and I don't often think about how it's been a learning curve over time. It's really not difficult to use, but it can be a little intimidating if you haven't before. And what do you guys think? Is it also kind of unnerving to have to record yourself?
Yeah, I think there's an anxiety that comes with it.
Yeah, sometimes it is. But
I think I'm used to it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm used to it. As an administrator, I would have to do like recordings, whether it's audio, and I have to do sixth grade promotion. So I'm pretty comfortable in doing those.
Good. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to share my screen, and I'm going to show a little bit of just the back side of Flipgrid. Just take a quick look here with me, and because that's where it all happens. When you're the teacher, you can set up a discussion, and that's what it's called when you have a group that is created in the Flipgrid. Let me see here. There's the one, and then in the discussion groups here, I have a topic. So I'm going to click on the Mark Twain comments. That's the discussion, and then here are the two topics in there in that group. I have read aloud, and then I have hello. Let's share some books. So that's the simple part of it. It just can create the tone and the feel for how you want the students to interact. Or in this case, I wanted it to be for teachers and whoever else wants to do a read aloud. And then as I'm in here as the administrator or the teacher, I'm just going to go right into it, and I'm going to share this little introduction one. This is just a part of it here. Hi, everybody. Mark Schwanz here. Anyway, I'm not actually, that was a real tiny bit of it. But you see, the idea there is that's the little video I put in the introduction just to tell people about it. And I kind of set the tone, had a little quiet music in the background, And then what I want to do is just encourage people to be creative. And to set them at ease. Hey, it's okay.
Hello, I like to read.
I had to pause myself for a second there, just to set the tone and the energy for the sharing. Now, this one is one I did by sharing my screen on Flipgrid. And so I'll just show the first part of this, and then I'll show you how I did it.
From Can We Ring the Liberty Bell by Martha E.
So what I'm doing is I'm just reading and talking about the book as it's being displayed on the discussion or on the Flipgrid. And I thought, that's probably easier than capturing the book on a camera or reading it out loud that way. You know what I mean? Because that, I thought, that's the biggest challenge is if I'm going to hold up a book to try to read it with the camera, it's just not going to work. I don't know if you've ever tried that, but it can be pretty awkward. So then I did that with a book, and I made a video beforehand. I made some Google Slides. So maybe I'll do that one.
Rustad.
Second.
Martha E.
Oh, wait a second. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to go. Now, stop me if you have anything like a question. I would appreciate it because I'm not seeing you as I'm going through some of my screens here. Okay, so this little topic was just for people to kind of introduce and share about their favorite book. But I'm going to go back, and this is the topic of the read aloud. And that's where I actually, I have the two examples. So here's the one. Again, this is the one where I share.
Hello, I'd like to read.
That's the one where I'm reading the Liberty Bell. So I told you I would show you how I did that, right? You guys got to keep me accountable here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You're like, hey.
I'm shaking my head, realizing I'm on mute, and you don't see me. But yes, following.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I've done that before too. Okay, so I'm going to now in the Flipgrid. Here's the thing: is when I'm there, I'm there as I logged in as an administrator or a teacher, right? But what I want to do is I want to flip over. I'm going to copy the link to that topic. And then I'm going to log out. Because right now I'm logged in as a teacher, right? But if I go in with that link, I can go in as a student or a, a participant.
So like I got a message yesterday. A second grade student read a Dr. Seuss book out loud for the first time. And it was a big moment for him that he read a book for the first time.
Yeah.
The teacher could get the link for that story, and then okay, that's great.
Yes. Yeah, that's great. You got it right. You're able to share those links. Now, one of the things that's great about Flipgrid is they have built it with security and safety in mind. So it's not that like you're not just going to share it out to the whole internet, to the whole world. It's not an open link like that. And like these boards or these topics I've created are only for Stu and my LUSD, students and teachers. Okay. So let me do that again because I kind of got ahead of myself. Instead of sharing the actual book, I want to share the topic. So I'm going to click on the share button there. No, at the top here, read aloud. I'm going to share that one to myself. I'm just going to copy it. And again, I'm going to log out and log in as teacher. And then now I see the student view and I got the record buttons. I have the example that I created to see, and then I have the other examples. So here, I'm just going to click on record a response. And yeah, I think it's pretty amazing. It actually works while my Google Meet is going. I'm like, which camera do I look at? Oh no. I think it's using this camera, right? So anyway, it doesn't really matter because when I click on options and then I click on record screen, then I start the screen recording. But in this case, I didn't get the Epic. I didn't get the book ready yet, but I can go ahead and just do that since we're just doing an example here. And it's going to tell me, okay, so it's already recording. And that's the one thing that I think is missing is it doesn't give me like, okay, you're recording now. But let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and go to Get Epic. It's just my library of choice. But it could be any online digital book, if you want to read one that's already, already online. And another thought, a way around it would be if you found a read aloud on YouTube, you could read along with it and just turn the sound off. I mean, we're probably breaking all kinds of copyright laws there, but hey, come on. It's probably not a big deal. This is just going on our, Flipgrid. So anyway, I'm going to log in. Here we go, educators. And let's see. I don't want to go to my account. Are you I don't know what you guys are seeing right now, so.
It's a black screen and it says capturing your screen.
Okay. I think it's somehow interacting with my Google Meet, so I got too many things going on. I'm going to stop the recording, and it's going to tell me, okay, So then the Flipgrid goes through and it lets you review your video. You can go back and edit it, or you can approve it. Okay. Next. And then not to worry, you can add a name and description. And then if you wanted to, please know that I will still review it, or whoever's moderating the group will still review it. So there's another check built in. You know, so somebody else who's collaborating, like the moderator, could say, yeah, I think that's great, but you know, you said the author's name backwards or something like that. You know. So anyway, there's that.
Okay.
Now the other way, it's a little bit more involved.
Okay.
What that is, when I just here, I'm going to stop the share and put this back. I described it in a video that basically I made a screen capture, or I took a picture with the document camera, but you could do it with a phone as well. And then once I had the pictures, some of them I had to crop a little bit, and then I dragged them into a Google slide. So I just had the files in a folder on this one window, and then I had the Google slide open over here, and I just dragged the photos onto the Google slide in order. And then when I was in Flipgrid, I just played that. I recorded that Google slide presentation and read the book. That's all I did. You know, and I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but that's just the way I thought made the most sense. You know.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And there's one other thing. You know, I thought it was kind of I was tinkering with it, and then that's when I added this one with the music in the background. So that's possible. You know, it was just I had to have a separate speaker playing the music, and then it was just very low in the background, so it didn't interrupt the reading. But you know, that's something that there's a lot of things you could do to just kind of make it a little bit more special. You know,
that's cool.
Yeah. Okay,
so Mark, real quick. So this also could be used, like if, you know, like maybe like for literature, a teacher gives a topic, like a reflection.
Yeah.
And then the kids could record a response, right? Like for homework.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the way it's probably mostly used. Flipgrid is student response, oral student response. But a lot of teachers, I mean, there's a lot of innovation happening. And there are some that are giving more of a creative assignment where they can have like some creative constraints. Yeah, maybe 3 minutes to produce a mini documentary or a podcast, or, you know, you can do Flipgrid with just a photo instead of your video, and it's basically like you're making a little podcast. You know, there's just so many things. A lot of ways to be creative with it. Yeah.